What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serrano's Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. Today we are in Hutchins. I don't think I've ever been in this area, but there's always a first for everything, right? In today's video, guys, we are working on this Chevy Traverse, where we're gonna be doing a one-step paint correction on this vehicle. Plus, we also, customer just added the interior. We're going to be doing the sauce package, so just a very thorough wipe down vacuum. But that is truly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be pretty much doing all the interior, and the exterior is gonna get some love as well. But how did we get to this paint correction? That is a little bit of what this video is going to be about. How to present it to your customers, how to, I guess, in a way, upsell. If you guys have been following the channel, you guys know I hate upselling, especially when I am at location. I know a lot of detailers tend to upsell when they arrive. I'm going to show you guys in this video how to do it without having to do it on location. So let's get started with this project, because I have a long day. So if you saw my Instagram live over the weekend, you notice I made some changes. In the past videos, you have seen me be pulling out the new rigid vacuum. Now it stays on there because what I ended up doing is I ordered this this hose connector here. So now I no longer have to pull the vacuum out. And I have quite, I would say, about a good 45 feet, maybe, or more of hose. So we're good to go. So now I just have to turn on the vacuum and we're good to go. All right, so for this interior, we're gonna keep it very simple. We're gonna do a all-in-one cleaner and conditioner. So obviously we're using the Next Level Interior Detailer. Usually what I'll do is I'll spray it and I'll come back with one of my soft brushes and just kind of give it a light agitation. And we're using the Rack Company air blaster, and that's going to give us a little bit of the agitation, but as well as blowing off all the debris. Stress enough how good that finish is on using this product. Like, nice, and I don't know, just gives you that nice look. Everything looks dry right now, once I hit it with this product, it just makes this interior just look really, really well.
You want me to take off the car seat?
If you want, bro, yeah, for sure. They definitely need it. So how did you hear about me?
Through Art Luna, the Advil Rub.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I had to make a bunch of shirts and stuff for the company, our company.
Okay, so that's your company.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Family business.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you guys, I guess, heard how he found me through Advil Drug, which is one of my good friends and clients as well. They do all my uniforms. That's pretty cool. Now I know how he heard about me. I was wondering. All right, moment of truth. The last thing to do is vacuum this vehicle. See how well this vacuum performs. All right, so there is a lot of debris. There's a lot of stuff on this carpet. We are about to see if this vacuum actually sucks up pretty well. Let's see, here we go. Let's try this first, let's see. Okay. Look at that. It is vacuuming pretty well. So that is a huge plus for me. And this is on the new rigid vacuum. Look at that. It works. All right, next, what you're gonna see here is pretty much me using a iron removal. The iron removal of choice today is by Stoner Car Care. This is their brand new iron removal. It is a patented non-smelling formula. I'm gonna keep it very transparent. First off, shout out to Stoner Car Care for sending me this product for me to try out. When I received this item, I was really excited, really excited. One, because it doesn't smell, right? A lot of us don't like the smell, so this one didn't smell right. I love that it was good for paint, and it's also good for wheels. After using it a good couple of times, what I did notice was a very light staining on the floor. So what I tend to do always is I always spray the floor first. That way, when any chemical hits it, obviously with a little bit of water in there, it kind of helps with not seeping like really all the way through the concrete. There was a couple times where I had to kind of pressure wash it off, but that was it. I didn't see a lot of major staining. Secondly, in my honest opinion, I think this needs to go back to the drawing board. One, for the staining. Two, I don't see a lot of iron removal. I didn't see a lot of that purpling, or I didn't see a lot of that. I did see this full potential more on the wheels, like a wheel cleaner, but for the paint, I honestly wasn't happy about the product. But overall, I think they're on the road to just something great. It just needs to go back to the drawing board a little bit and tweak it a little bit. Maybe add some more egg smell in there, and honestly, we should be okay. But no, obviously the patented is non-smelling, right? So just maybe tweak it a little bit more. It does well on the wheels. On the paint, I wasn't really very happy. On days like today, being mobile, this is very, I will say, it will stain your plastic, it will stain your paint if you don't remove it on time. So always keep that in mind if you're using this. Being mobile, I probably wouldn't use this being mobile, but obviously I keep an eye on it, and it's done pretty good as far as not staining. But I have seen it stain in the past in some vehicles, so always keep an eye on that. Again, thank you to Stoner Car Care for sending me this. This is just my honest feedback on this product. So anyways, let's continue with the next step. For our strip wash, we are going with Drive Auto Appearance, which I'm almost done. This is their bucket naked shampoo, right? And for those who wonder, like, what is a strip wash? This here is, we highly recommend you do it when you're doing a paint enhancement, paint correction, ceramic coatings. This is very crucial, because what this is gonna do is it's gonna loosen up any previous waxes, any sealants that this paint could have, right? Because what you want is, you want a bare paint at the end of this wash, right? You don't want a lot of stuff to be clogged up, because it's also going to kind of take away the full potential of the product that you're going to be using, whether it could be a wax, it could be a sealant, or with your polishes that you use for correction. It's very crucial that you at least do a strip wash. For this one, after hitting it with the water, obviously you guys saw there's a lot of like separation, there's beading a little bit, so I'm probably going to do it twice. The first one is heavily foam, let it dwell, and then we're going to rinse it off, and then we'll come back with another foam, and then we're going to do the washment method, and at that time as well, I'll be doing my clay on the paint. All right, guys, and just for visual purposes, I want to show you guys on this area here that you're kind of seeing is, I'm going to showcase to you really quick what we're going to be using, how we're going to get this looking better, right? For the polisher of choice, we're using the Reaper from Max Shine. Also, I have this Buff Bright correction light, which I've actually enjoyed it. We got a yellow Rupes foam, and as always, my favorite one-step polish with the one cut and finish is Coach Chemi P601. We're gonna go 3 drops, nothing major. This pad is also, I just kind of gave it a quick rinse with the Lake Country pad washer, and I'm gonna show you guys really quickly how I do it, and then we're gonna start way at the front. And just so you guys can see how this would look, here we go. Look at that. Obviously our main area of concentration was kind of right here in the middle. We've removed a lot of the majority of the swirls that the paint has, brought the gloss back. All the flakes look really, really well. So this should be the total outcome on this vehicle. When doing a one-step paint correction, guys, you're kind of chasing, I usually say around 65 to 70% of imperfections. And to be honest, to the customer's eye, this looks amazing, right? Obviously, I will be very honest. Sometimes when doing a one-step, you wish you could do more, right? But the polish can only do so much, as well as the pad choicing, right? Could I use a different pad for more correction? Definitely. But I feel very good with how this paint is gonna look with just a foam pad, a good product as far as our polish and cut, and it's gonna leave it really, really well. All right, so this is the after on this side here. And as you guys can see, we have nice clarity, and this is the before all on this side. So you guys can see clearly just a good before and then after. Look at that. So what I'm about to say next might trigger some people, and by no means do I want to sound disrespectful to your business or anything like that, but I honestly believe that those detailers who show up to a client's house and then try to upsell them on everything are just in it for the money. Now, I get it. We are in the business of making money, yes. But there's a right way, in my opinion, and then there's a wrong way to do business. And what I mean by that is, there's some detailers that literally will show up, open this car, and let's say that they booked an interior detail for $200, right? That's what they told the customer. And then they show up, they open the vehicle, and it's a bit out of what they thought was at $200. And what do? We see it all the time. They go talk to the customer or text the customer, and then they say, hey, your car's a little bit out of shape. It's gonna be $250, $300, $350, $400, whatever the number is, right? As a customer, I'd be very like, but you told me this, right? And I know a lot of people on the comment sections are gonna say, well, it's not guaranteed that it's gonna be that price. As a detailer, it's your job to guarantee your customer a firm price with no hidden fees prior to you arriving, right? So I always tell my customers, you know, send me some visuals of the interior or the exterior so that I can see it, and then we can go from there, right? So for this scenario here, it was booked for a paint enhancement, which is my $300 package, which is a hand wax. The point of a hand wax or a paint enhancement on a vehicle is to enhance the gloss, is to give it that gloss, right? We're gonna bring that gloss back to the vehicle. That's all it does, right? And it'll hide some very minor imperfections, but it won't remove them. They're there, and next time that they run through a car wash, maybe they come back, right? Or somebody else washes this vehicle with something more harsh, then literally all these scratches will come right back, right? The customer sent me pictures before, and that's when I pretty much told them, like, honestly, I'm gonna be very transparent. The paint enhancement is gonna give you gloss. If you're trying to remove a lot of those swirls, scratches from the car wash, I recommend a paint correction, which is $650 for a one-step paint correction on this vehicle. That was the cost today on this project, right? And the customer was very understandable. He said, yes, let's go ahead and just book that one, right? Because the last thing I want to do is show up and then do this project, and then the customer's like, hey man, I do see some, you know, I thought it was going to look better, right? Obviously, it's my job as a detailer to explain the different things that I offer to make sure that we are all in the same page, right? And thankfully, this customer showcased his vehicle prior for me to arriving, which made us come, you know, and that's how I was able to upsell him to the next package. By the time I arrive to a customer's home, I want nothing to be added. I want nothing to be hidden. I want everything to be very transparent with my customers. That way they know exactly what they're getting, and they know that they don't have to put out of pocket more money. So that is a promise I tell a lot of my customers. Look, when I show up, the price is the price. Anything out of that, you know, it's on me. Usually, only way I upcharge is if we have mold and stuff like that in the vehicle. That's a different scenario. But usually I always upsell prior to arriving, right? I will send it through a message, say, look, you qualify for this. If you want it, you can definitely get it. But if you're happy with just that package that you're wanting, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not here to sell anything to the customer but what they're asking for, right? Once I arrived, obviously the customer said, hey, you know, do you have time to do the interior? You know, of course. I usually just do 1 car per day, so it gives me a good amount of time to do this vehicle, right? And we ended up doing the sauce package, which is $150 for that interior, which is just a very thorough vacuum, thorough blowout, wiping out all the interior, and that's it, right? So take this with a grain of salt. Try to upsell prior to you arriving than to show up to your customer's house and start annoying your customer because you're trying to sell them everything in your package. They're like, no man, I just want this. Oh, you want to add a wax? No man, I just want this. Let's try to eliminate all that, be more professional, and just show up with the package that they're wanting, and that's it. Again, I hope I didn't push anybody's buttons. Alrighty, this project is finally done. I'm very pleased, very happy with the turnout on this vehicle. What you guys are about to see is the afters, right? I'm gonna start with the interior, show you guys how this interior turned out. Really nice, really clean. And then I am gonna show you guys the exterior on how this exterior turned out. Honestly, obviously, the passenger side looks amazing because it's in the shade, right? And obviously, as I pan out to the driver's side, you're gonna see just clarity on this. You're gonna see a little bit of the sun hit it, and you're gonna see just how beautiful this thing came out, right? But overall, I think it took about 6.5 hours for this whole project. I could be wrong on the time, from beginning to end, doing the interior as well as doing the exterior as well. On the interior, obviously, we use the Next Level interior detailer with the Rack Company Air Blaster. And then on the exterior, we transition to using the Max Shine Reaper 15 millimeter polisher with the Rupes yellow foam pad with Coach Chemi P601, P601, the orange one, which is my favorite one to use. It's a staple in my business. Since I went to the Coach Chemi event, I have never used anything else, and you guys can see it in all the videos. Is Coach Chemi is life, right? Obviously, I do product reviews on other polishes, but really the staple one that I use constantly is gonna be the Coach Chemi brand. I stand by it, and it's something that I use often. But overall, this thing turned out really, really well. Again, I hope today's video kind of showcase a little bit. We talked also about the Stoner Car Care iron removal, gave you guys my honest feedback on it. Stoner Car Care, thank you so much for sending me that, and I hope that, you know, my input wasn't too harsh. But again, I feel like there is still a little bit of things that can maybe be tweaked to make it look to make it better, right? But I do like it as a wheel cleaner, to be honest. I just don't like it on the paint. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. As always, God bless you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.